While we've grown on Weep Nitty Bong, I'm Engineer Hoist. Welcome to our weekly Transformers Earth Wars news stream. Let's say hi to everybody in the chat. Thank you all for joining us live. We got Super VH here. We've got PB Chew. We've got Leland the Custodian here to clean up your messes. Cuddy Fox, Mr. Steeler, Genuine Red Alert, MF, Mercenary Terror was here a little bit earlier. I'm sure he'll be back. And welcome to you, who's here watching the replay. Thank you for checking us out after the fact. You know, it's all the after the fact views are just as important as the live ones. So yeah, we're here to talk about the event. We got new combat bots coming in, and got some crystals to crack. Got one new figure this past week. Yeah. And just a little scheduling note, there will be no stream next week as I have other plans that will keep me from streaming, but we'll be back the week after, so just heads up for that one. And let's go ahead and talk about the news. Welcome to Altabot Phil, Iris King, Joseph Trujillo also joining us here on the stream. This weekend's event is called the Nemesis. Not the Nemesis that we just got as a Titan, apparently, although it is the Nemesis which I just finished toy haxing a few, last week, so, yeah. But that's the name of the event. Take part and win up to 2, 3, or 4-star Enerax or Fireglide. You can actually, if you hit the certain level, you win them. You're not getting crystals and having chances. You just hit the certain levels and you win them, just like an endurance event. There's also 2,000 5-star combat shards up there, up for grabs. 200 premium combat chips, 650,000 combat spark, 300,000 regular spark, 6,000 4-star shards, 12,000 3-star shards, and 100,000 premium shards. Judging by the level amount of shards that you're going to get, you can probably guess this is going to be a lot of points scored to get all of that, and you would be right. It's an individual endurance event, starts at the usual Friday start time, ends at the usual Monday stop time, Super XP during the event. Got to be headquarters level 4, hit the yellow event button, pick your zone, win the battle, collect the points, collect the prizes, standard battle zones, and here is a list of the prizes. The 2-star combat bot you'll win at 12,500. Remember, this is individual, and you just keep going. The 3-star is available by scoring 25,000 as an individual, and the 4-star is down there as the final prize at 50,000 points scored all by yourself. If you do that, you win the 4-star combat chip and all of the other prizes as well that you will have earned along the way. I don't think I'll be hitting 50,000 and scoring the 4-star combat chip. I might get the 3-star. I might go for the 3-star, but I definitely won't make the 4-star. But hey, you know, if you're out there and that's what you score and you can get that, great. Yeah, so there you go. The ability for Enerax and Fireglide. You get a certain percentage of an increase of health. It also grants additional healing from all of your attack sources, as well as a percentage damage boost when your bot takes elemental damage. If your bot happens to die while holding one of these guys, they drop and turn into a minion with a certain amount of health, and they inherit the combat effects. So yeah, and PB2 is saying it's the mustard and ketchup flavored chicken sticks. So, yep. Yes, indeed. And we saw this ability last week when we first announced these bots, and it did not change. It's actually sticking with it. It's just they may have tweaked the values, but we did talk about the values last week. So, yeah. So okay. So that's basically it. So those are the guys you're gonna go. Oh, one other note is they did confirm these guys will be able to be equipped by special class only, not warrior class, not gunners or anything like this. Last time we had the chicken sticks, they were equipped warrior class only. This time, not warrior class, but it will be special class. So there you go. Next up, we talked about this last time. Huffer and Lockdown, they're getting a little bit of an update with that whole legacy batch that they're calling. Basically, they're going back. They're looking for underutilized bots and giving them a rework. And Huffer and Lockdown, actually Nose Cone and Drillhorn were first up. Huffer and Lockdown are the next one on the docket. And we saw this last time, but we're going to talk about it again. Right now, they just have just a single turret, which you can drop as many as you want, but it's just the one that causes damage. And it's a laser beam. And so that's what there's beam laser. I said turrets, but I mean, you'll say, you know what I mean. But it just causes the damage. Well, now they're going to have two. You'll have the choice of dropping that usual one that causes damage, or you can drop one that will actually heal you. So Huffer and Lockdown come with their own, personal healing laser. And these lasers they say they are untargetable by defenses, and they just last for 15 seconds. So pretty cool. Let's see. Next up, after them, is going to be Drift and Barricade. And we got a little bit of information about what's going to be coming for them. And so their ability is going to be called Silent Surge. You enter an enraged state for a certain amount of time, and then Stealth Charge, inflicting damage to the final target. Which they already inflict damage to the final target, but now you're going to be stealthy. And but while you're enraged, you gain 30% damage and additional 40% lifesteal, which you already had with the surge, the attack. You already took a lifesteal. Now you're going to get extra lifesteal. So there you go. Now, what exactly they mean about being in an enraged state for a few seconds and then do a surge? Or do you just drop and do the surge, but now you're enraged or something? Not sure. I'm sure that's being play tested right now, and we'll find out more about it when we get closer to being released. And that was basically it from the newsletter. Oh, one other thing I didn't put in the slides: the additional research slot. It came out a few weeks ago. It was costing 15,000 cyber coins. They heard our pleas that it was way too expensive, and they reduced the price to 5,000 cyber coins. It still kind of sucks that it's cost cyber coins, but 5,000 is way better than 15,000, honestly. So I think that's not too bad. I don't have 5,000 coins right now, and I'm not sure if it's in my budget to go out and I've got 2,000 coins, but so I'm not sure if it's in my budget to go buy extras to add that slot. But it's more reasonable than it was. And hey, credit to C.O.M.B.A.T for listening to our concerns and addressing it. So definitely credit to them. They've always been real good about that this whole time, listening to the community and doing the best they can to help us out. So. Alright, so time for the community corner. I apologize to everybody who's a regular contributor to this because I totally forgot to put this up until was it yesterday? I think I posted it. So yeah, so we don't have a whole lot tonight. If you guys have other stuff and you want to go try throw them in there while we're talking, go for it. But so apparently there was a thing, the defensive Prime Corps' Solus Prime somehow was accidentally sent out to players who asked for it. It wasn't meant to be, but Prime and Duncan was here saying apparently she was one of the lucky owners of the Solus Prime defensive Prime Corps. From what they said is it actually caused an increase in damage to your building, and they've since, I think, taken it away from everybody and refunded the Prime Core shards, so you can, I guess, get a different Prime Core or save for the next one when they release more if you happen to have them all. I guess. Let's see. So next up we've got Mega Prime 101 sharing us. Apparently it's Take Your Kid to School Day over at Mega Prime's office because you got Soundwave is taking Soundwave Jr. Starscream has Starscream Jr. and they're going to school with Megatron and Shockwave Juniors. So Or no, you're taking your kids to work day, so I guess Megatron and Shockwave are off doing something, and Soundwave and Starscream are watching them. Maybe they're having a birthday party or something. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, it's funny. I've done pictures of that before too, where I've posed the normal generation size figure with like the Legends or Core Class figure of the same thing. I've definitely done the take your kid to work day picture too. So they're always fun to do. So let's see. Jettison C4 is latest addition to the Destron ranks. This is Road Ripper, and this is clearly starting from the Shadow Strip from the Velocitron series, and looking nice. It's kind of hard to see what we've got. Oh, looks like we've picked up a little bit of extra paint details. The other ones were a little far away or fuzzy or whatever. But yeah, I can see you got a little extra paint details there. I think the green is new, so yeah, that's pretty cool. The green actually looks pretty nice there with that color scheme. Deathsaurus there with his little crew there. Let's see, who do you got there? You've got Double Dealer. You've got Road Ripper. I can't remember who you named Beachcomber. That was you made him Jaguar, I think, if I remember. Torn between Road Ripper and Glow Stick. He got some green and blue on it. There you go. Thank you. Let's see, and then you've got your Leozac there. You got a drill horn, and I can never remember. Is it Darkwing back there? And who else is? Who do you got back there? I can't remember who it was that you have back there, all the way in the back. Okay, so you are confirming that Beachcomber was Jaguar, and but anyway, yeah, that Deathsaurus is awesome. Gotta tell you that. So also we wanted to show off Fire Guts Alpha Bravo. So nice. That is funny. That is funny. Yep. And last but not least for this week, we've got PB2 sharing the latest Minecraft creations. This is a G2 breakdown, which we get from the skins, and also G2 Wild Rider. These are the Stunticons. I believe he said what was Genesis C4 saying? The other one in the back is Breakneck. Oh, back over here. Or oh no, of your stuff was Breakneck. Gotcha. The Stunticon redesigns, I know it's off the screen, but PB2 saying these guys and all the Stunticon redesigns did in the past were based off of third-party Transform Missions IDW Stunticons, not the legacy ones, which these guys are now. So he's actually redesigned his Minecraft bot. So very well done. It's always impressive seeing the stuff that you come up with. There, PB2. Very, very impressed. I'm sure I don't have the patience for anything related to Minecraft. I definitely try to build stuff and come up with things, but I just never seem to put the time into it. So it's all your creations are always welcome. So there's another great look at them. And that was it for the stream submissions. And let's see, so that takes us back over here, and we'll just finish up. There's the link to YouTube. There's my other socials at Engineer Hoist, pretty much other stuff, Facebook and Instagram, infrequent. And a thank you to everybody who supports both as channel members and as moderators, helping out here in the streams and on Discord. All right. So let's see, what do we got going on here in the chat? I see you guys talking stuff. Rihanna, I see you've come back. Welcome. I saw you were in the chat earlier, and you're back here with us on the stream. So welcome to you. And let's see. Oh yeah, there was the survey. I think the survey is out right now. There's a link to it in the Discord. I think PB2 even put it into my Discord, which there's a link in the description, by the way. head over to, what is it, the newsletters channel. There's a link to the survey. It opens up a Google Docs form. You go enter, ask a few questions. They say, what do you like about the game? What do you not like about the game? What bots do you want to see coming to the game, or things like that. So, yeah. So it's go let your voice be heard, and maybe you'll maybe they'll see your comments and take it under advisement. I believe they are also doing a drawing for everybody who fills that one. And you can win some 5-star shards or combat shards. I can't remember which one. Maybe both. Maybe you get a choice. But it's always good to go put in the survey. Because hey, you might win some shards, or at the very least, you're helping contribute to the future of this game that we all love, right? So. PB2 saying the Primus, the lamp breaker is behind you. If you guys remember, it's been what, a couple years now, when I opened up the Cybertron Metroplex. He broke one of my lamps here for the desk. It's actually, the lamp's still here, it's just broken. So here, so this is the lamp here. It's the light's supposed to be attached here, but I just kind of have it wedged in between the the posts here. It's still here. So there's oh, by the way, there's Fireglide, who came with the oh my goodness, her name escaped me, Flame War. Yeah, so but yeah, so the funny thing about this is the reason he's out is I just toy hacked him up. So I got the toy hack set for him for a while ago. And I just put all the toy hacks on him. So I actually, got him all transformed. The first time I actually transformed the dude since I had him. Unbelievable. But, I sent him over here at the usual spot to take pictures of him. And as I was bringing him over here, he bumped the lamp again. I'm like, oh, no, you don't. You already broke it once. So, and we got the Nemesis back here because I put the toy hack set on her last week. So... yeah, the lamp breaker and the chaos bringer. Well, the chaos bringer is always back there. Yes, indeed. So I'm actually I've been trying to work through my Titan backlog. I had already toy hacked Omega Supreme and the Ark a while ago, and even the Titan class Predaking. I got toy hacks. Stickers on all of them. I'm pretty sure that was it. But since I had the Ark toy hacks, she looked, a little plain without the stickers. So I went ahead and I was like, okay, let's go ahead and get the Nemesis all stickered up. And then I was just on a roll. I'm like, what the heck, The reason I did Metroplex is because it was in the same package that I had. It was like, oh yeah, Metroplex. Okay, let's just go ahead and finish this one off. I still have Triptychon and Scorponok stickers to do. But after doing 2 Titans back to back, I need a break. It took a good 3 or 4 days each doing it in the evenings, because it's about, I'd say it's anywhere from 10 to 12 hours per Titan to get all the stickers on. So I mean, it's good. It's nice. It's relaxing. And let me tell you what I was doing while I was watching this guy. I finally got through and watched Transformers Armada. In fact, I just finished it right before the stream, about a half hour before the stream. I finally watched the final episode of Transformers Armada. So I thought it was pretty good, but it just occurred to me we haven't done crystals yet. Let's go crack some crystals before we get too far off track. And so. Yeah, so we'll go and I got some total spark crystals, which I didn't claim yet. This is from the Cyber Pass. I did finish the Cyber Pass. I've been trying to make it a point to do the Cyber Pass early on if I can, so I don't have to wait and feel the pressure of the last weekend. Because there's been a few times where I've gone into the final weekend of the Cyber Pass where I need like 1,500 points. So I'm trying to do better about finishing all that stuff off earlier. And because I'm doing that and I continue to play the game, I'm actually earning those later tiers, which gives me some of those total spark crystals. Speaking of those skins, there is the G2 Streetwise, which for some reason looks like Shattered Glass Blur. And this is G2 Dead End, who also looks like Shattered Glass Blur. So I guess we won't trust the look of the the skin cores. We'll go by the names. Let's see. There was an achievement for like the monthly gift, so this is that silver XP core that I'm going to add to my collection. And let's see, we've got a few gold chips. I believe these were from last weekend's event. Raid blockers for the G-Metal, nice. Adaptive shielding. Gold building cores at this point for me are basically food. Flamer. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so I'm seeing you guys are talking. I'm not. I think you guys have a couple of different conversations going on. Yes, indeed, Slog was the name for Sludge for a while, and even when he showed up in Earth Wars, he was indeed Slog. But once we got Sludge back, we renamed him Sludge. Same thing when Swoop showed up, he was Strafe. But he's since been gone back to Swoop. In fact, I don't know if it still exists, but for a while we had alliances out there. First of all, his name is Slag, because he's going by Slug, and he will always go by Slug, because that's not a trademark thing. And then we had a his name is Swoop, and we had a his name is Sludge alliances, so that was always pretty funny. Okay, 10 at a time. My 3-star shards are just piling up to a ridiculous level. It was like almost 90,000, and I'm sure I don't need that many for the Titan upgrade, so I figured I'd grab some Decepticon 3-star crystals. I don't need any Autobot ones because I've got all Autobot 3-stars. And I figured, what the heck, maybe we'll get a new Decepticon 3-star. Or it might still be 10 duplicates. It can happen, because I've got a lot of Decepticon 3-stars also. There we go. One new one. And this is... Who is this? Oh, Half Shell. Okay. So there we go. So we got one new Decepticon 3-star. And now we've got premium crystals. These are Autobot premium crystals, and this is, I'm sure, the dupe party. We're not going to let them all run. We're just going to go through them real quick. I would like to see Roadbuster come through as a 4-star so I can bump up my Ruination to 4 stars level. I'm not holding my breath for it, though. It would be real nice to be surprised. Let's see, Cuddy Fox is saying they're doing the same thing as me. Got 50,000 4-star shards and wasting the 3-star shards on Autobots. I'm assuming you're Decepticons, so Autobots is your alt faction. So you're basically doing the same thing. So there we go. Oh, we got a nice G-Metal volatile mixture out of there. So that was cool. And yeah, as expected, all duplicates. So here we go. As you can see, I've got plenty of 3-star shards. Yeah, I like to get them 10 at a time so I can use the 10. You can't do that. You got to get them individually through here, but at least you can crack them 10 at a time. So I like to just get 10 at a time. So I could, honestly, that would take me down to 50,000 still, and that would probably be plenty. And I've got 45,000 4-star shards. That's probably enough, but I think I want to get to 50,000 just to be safe. I can never remember what it cost from one Titan to another. Oh look, I've got half. This is the first time I've got half shell on my account. Let's hear it, lads. I don't even know what their voices sound like. What do you say when somebody tells us to do something? Sigh. Show me the Anax. Louder! Show me the Anax! Better. Some Decepticons are in it for ideological politics of it all, or they just like hurting things. We're in it for the cold, hard cash. It's the ties that bind, eh, Half-Shell? Exactly, Terramander. We Seacons have to stick together. It's one for all, and all for the remuneration. Especially when we have to fight tooth and fin for our very name. It's still great, Celagon, that these pretenders? Nah, that's kind of taken. These sham Seacons have the guild to call themselves that. Told you we should have trademarked it. You did, Sea Phantom, and we should have. But now we have to show our fellow cons we're the one and only true Seacons. Once we're up to full strength, no one will challenge us. And more to the point, no one will dare ask for a discount. The brass of it. One for time for the sheer huzzah of it? One more time, maybe? Was that a typo? Yeah, why not? Show me the Anax! Show me the Anax! Oh my goodness. Love the voice. I appreciate that you love the voices. I wasn't even really doing voices, but I appreciate it. Interestingly, I did recently find out that I have to investigate it still. I'm not sure if it's going to work out, but there's like a real-time voice changing software. So I'm going to be looking into that because that might make this kind of thing a lot more fun. If I can come up with, I mean, I don't know if I can come up with voices for like every character, but they have some preset ones, and I'm sure it's going to be at a cost. But I did see where this software does actually allow you to create your own. So I thought that might actually be fun to. If I take some time to play around and create some some of the characters that show up regularly, like an Optimus Prime voice, a Megatron voice, or at the or if I can't do all of them, but I could do like a gruff voice, a gravelly voice, or like a underwater voice. Like I would envision these Seacons not just lagging like I am right now, but also kind of bubbly like sea spray underwater. Also, female voice would work out a lot better if I could have a voice changer or something. So, no idea when that's going to happen because I only just heard about it like yesterday. I haven't even had a chance. I only just now pulled up the website, and you got to sign up and give them your email and whatnot to download it or whatever. And I'll do that. I just got a stream to do. So I thought it would be pretty cool. And wasn't even going to say anything, but we had a story show up. Yeah, we lagged again. Oh, let's see. All right, so by the way, we're going through it. We got a new T-shirt for the stream. I particularly like this one. We got Optimus Prime, and it's got a bunch of like Van Gogh swirls all around him. So that's pretty cool. I feel a lot more cultured wearing the like a fine art T-shirt with all the extra designs around him. So no idea where she got it, but it's out there somewhere. So fun. Let's see. Do you have 5-star Laser Optimus? I do have 5-star Laser Optimus. Octavius would be a cool name for an Autobot. That would actually be a good one if you were to ever do like Tentakill or Scylla as an Autobot, like the he's an octopus basically, right? Octavius would be a good name for that one. Let's see. Do you think we'll get Tidal Wave for the next Titan in the game? I imagine you're asking. It's very likely, considering we're getting Tidal Wave as the next Titan in Legacy. It would make sense because he's coming out. Although Tidal Wave could probably work as a normal bot as well, because there was a Tidal Wave released in not Combiner Wars. He was like a redeco of Broadside, so he was in Titan's Return. It was like a gift set. And having just watched the Armada show, Tidal Wave could be anywhere from Titan size to basically Megatron size. So he can be anything. But the fact that he's coming out with one Titan per year, he's taking up that spot, probably be Titan. Tidal Wave versus Cybertron Metroplex. Yeah, that's a good bet. I mean, he's right. He's still there. He's there. He hasn't made it into the game yet. All the other Titans we've got, Omega Supreme, the Arc, the Nemesis, Fort Max, Metroplex, Trypticon, Scorponok, all the other Titans we've seen so far are in the game now, one way or another, except for Cybertron Metroplex and soon to be Tidal Wave. So yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So let's see. Pikachu saying, I believe Tidal Wave is combiner sized in the show. The PS1 game made him a Titan. He was very very inconsistent. There was times where he was like standing just barely taller than Megatron, almost shoulder to shoulder like with Starscream with sometimes. But then there's other times like when he first showed up, he was basically Titan class size. Most times he showed up, I agree with you, he was like combiner sized, or if going by the toy sizes, I would say like commander class size, like a little bit bigger. But I think Titan for the toy makes sense. So anyway, you guys were asking how did I like Armada? Well, it took me like 4 tries to get through the first part of the first season. It's just, I don't know, it was tough. The same thing happened with Beast Wars too. It took me a while to get through it because I would go for a little while. It didn't really catch me, but then I really just kind of forced my way through it. It helped that basically I was putting stickers on these guys as I was going, so I didn't really catch every last little detail of it. But it let me get through farther, and just like Beast Wars, as it got farther into it, it got a little bit better. Didn't get as good as Beast Wars, I don't think, but it got better. It got pretty decent. Once they actually quit doing just, let's go run out, hey, there's a mini-con, let's go, we better hope we get there before the Decepticons. Oh no, the Decepticons are here. Hey, we're gonna get it. Oh no, the Decepticons got it. That's basically every episode for like the first season. And but once they started having an arc get together, like story arcs where it rolled over from one episode to another, it actually was It got better. I will say that show is, oh my gosh, that is so anime. I mean, it's like 50% trash talking and posturing, 40% overreactions, 5% the fat kid complaining that he's hungry, and then another 5% battles. That's basically Armada summed up. I had to roll my eyes every time. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm hungry right now, dude. Why do they need to keep throwing that in there? Okay, the kid's bigger than the others, but it doesn't need to complain about needing a snack every darn episode. Anyway, if you get past all that, it was okay. Yeah, I mean, serious. They go show up in battle, and Megatron just goes on like a 10-minute monologue about how, oh, I'm so great, and I'm going to shoot you. And it's like, oh my gosh, you ran away. Totally monologuing for sure. And then if it wasn't with the Autobots, these Megatron's back at the base, verbally abusing his Decepticons for being a bunch of idiots. So, yeah, and it was kind of crazy that there was that one point. Was it the third season? I think it was, or was it the last season? I think it was the fourth season. Like when they finally got into like the whole Unicron thing, and they took some damage, and all of a sudden somehow the mini cons repaired them, and for some reason it gave them new paint jobs. And Hotshot and Starscreamer were like, okay, yeah, cool, new paint job or whatever. And Megatron wakes up and says, no, I'm Galvatron now, just for no reason. I got a new paint job, I'm going to change my name. That'd be like if I went back over to the other room, changed my shirt, and came back and said, hey, now I'm, Medics or something. Speaking of that, that's the one figure I got this week. So, it was silly. I get it. It's the whole just sell toys reason. I get it. But in the context of the show, it's kind of silly. I mean, the whole Smokescreen becoming Hoist, I mean, he was almost killed and got a completely new body or whatever. Yeah, okay, you got a whole new body. I mean, it's not even just like, the same thing again. It's like completely changed. I can see how you might have a different identity and might feel like you might want to go by a different name or whatever. That one's fine. Again, toy reasons. But yeah, the whole just the way that it happened. They just got a new paint job that says, "Oh, I'm Galvatron now," and everybody's just like, "Okay, fine, you're Galvatron." Yeah, that was funny. So, Jettison C4 says, haven't finished the Unicron trilogy, stuck in the center of Armada. Well, I'm sorry if I gave you spoilers there. But Armada after Cybertron? No, I thought it went Armada, Energon, Cybertron. I'm pretty sure that's the order of the Unicron trilogy. The Robots in Disguise 2001 is the one that came before all of that. Speaking of that, I totally forgot. This guy, the new HasLab. I even had all this stuff. I completely forgot about it. The new HasLab, Omega Prime, from Robots in Disguise 2001. So they just announced that Tuesday, I think it was. I mean, they hinted that it was Omega and all that stuff, and apparently the backgrounds of some of the promos looked like backgrounds from RID shots, so pretty much everybody had a pretty good guess that it was Omega Prime coming, and this is another one that was in my Dark Ages. Never seen Robots in Disguise 2001, so I guess I'm going to have to go and watch that one, watch that show too. And Jettison C4 says it was halfway funded already yesterday. It had only just been announced Tuesday about 10 a.m. and it was halfway funded. Let me pull it up now. It's 5,800 backers. It needs a minimum of 10,000. So yeah, it's almost 60% funded now. So we've got more. So this is the combined mode of Omega Prime. It's basically the whole kit and caboodle from there. But from that, okay, right. I gotta. There you go. My normal buttons don't work. So, okay, so it starts off with Optimus Prime. So basically, this is your normal Optimus Prime, and he punches you if you get out of line or whatever. And but he also has a base, because what Optimus Prime doesn't have some sort of a trailer that turns into a base, right? But he, as you can tell by that ladder there, apparently he's a fire truck. And so there you go. So this is your Optimus Prime with his fire truck. So this is his alt mode. So he's just like a nice big fire truck. So cool. It'd be cool to have Optimus Prime as a fire truck. And they say the ladder, like the bucket for the ladder, is compatible with Titan Masters and stuff like that. So, of course, the extra part, which becomes the base, also can go and attach to him and put him in a super mode, because that's what Optimus Prime does now. Ever since the Power Master Prime back in the days of G1. So then you got this guy carrying on the tradition, which carried over to Armada, where he had a super mode there too, and I'm sure it carried on further. Heck, even in the Bayformers, the Bay movies, he combined with Jetfire, and oh my God, that was an Armada reference. I didn't even know it at the time when I watched the Revenge of the Fallen, and he got all powered up with Jetfire. That was a reference to Armada, because he totally does that. I mean, Jetfire doesn't have to die in Armada, but again, sorry if I'm doing spoilers, but I mean, it has been like 20 years, and so. But yeah, and PB2 saying it did carry on into the other shows. So there's a front view of Super Mode Optimus, and you also get Ultra Magnus and his little cannon thing there that apparently is part just like the original toy. And to look at this, you're like, didn't we get this Ultra Magnus already? And indeed, the Siege Ultra Magnus, the very first one, was patterned after this Ultra Magnus, apparently. At least the cab part of it was. But this is completely different, because there is Ultra Magnus. He's like 80% shins. So yeah, kind of silly looking. Honestly, he's like looks like a he stands like a almost like a commander class size bot, but he looks like he's like a deluxe class bot wearing like stilts. But what he ends up doing, it kind of makes sense. You understand why, because basically, we already saw the Omega Prime. He basically not only wears his trailer back section of his cab, but he also wears Ultra Magnus. That's how he becomes Omega Prime. And so the apparently in the original toy, that little gun thing on the back of Ultra Magnus was just a gun thing or whatever. Well, they're making him a little weaponizer in this one. This guy has blue bolts, so he's pretty cool. It's a new weaponizer, right? If you like the whole weaponizing gimmick, it's cool. So you get a new one there. So, and there you go. It kind of almost looks like a cassette with guns, or with rockets, at least from that angle. And, yeah. So here is the sizes. You've got Optimus Prime Super Mode. It's like 12 inches, almost 12.5 inches tall. Ultra Magnus, 11.5 inches tall. That's right in the neighborhood of Siege Jetfire. I pulled out my tape measure and looked. That's about Siege Jetfire, HasLab Star Saber. That's about where they are, about 12 inches. But these guys, that's two of them at that size, plus a little deluxe class figure in the blue bolts or whatever. So I think it looks pretty cool. I backed it as soon as the stream was over. I mean, of course I did. is a little pricier than what Star Saber and Deathsaurus were, but I think at the same time, I think you are getting a little bit more. It's definitely not nearly as bad as Unicron, though. Yeah, 250 is steep. Yeah, we've kind of got lulled into the $190 level for, or is it 180 for like Deathsaurus and Star Saber. Jumping up to 250 is a little bit more, but like I said, I think you do get more, and it's not 575 like the Chaos Bringer back there. So, yeah, PB2 says even Evan said he's in the 70% legs club. Yeah. Yeah, I cracked up at that. It's like, hey, he's they're self-aware. So I think I had one more thing. Oh yeah, the first stretch goal, I think it was what, 13,000. You get the Matrix blade. So Omega Prime himself is already 14 inches tall, which is crazy, very very tall. And then you get a sword that is almost as tall as a Titan. So he's almost, yeah. So the that sword is 2 feet tall. I mean, like the sword, the blade itself is only about half of that, and then he's got the pole, but still. And PB2, yeah, a lot of people would say that's just Fort Max's sword. And you know what? That's fine. I mean, if you want to, if you have a Fort Max, you just want to give that to Fort Max. There you go. You know. But that is the stretch goal. I mean, he's officially funded and gets made with 10,000 backers. The sword gets we got to get 13,000, and you get 16,000. You get a couple of display bases. It is actually 2 bases because you have Optimus Prime and Ultra Magnus. Or you can actually combine them together. I don't think I took a picture of that, but you can't actually put them together, so you can just one big base for the whole thing. So yeah, so there you go. The HasLab Omega Prime out there. It's like, was it like the 1st of March, end of March, something like that? 42 days it says. On the website. 42 days left to make up your mind if you want to go drop $250 plus tax and shipping, whatever that is in your area. So, like I said, I already put my order in for the one, and I did get, obviously I only got one Unicron because that's just too much of going on 2 of them. He's too big even. I did get 2 Star Sabers. Funny thing is, I ordered 1 Star Saber immediately, and then the second Star Saber I ordered like right before the end of the deadline. But whatever. So I have 1 Star Saber that's basically not opened. And then I did get 2 Deathsauruses because I already got 2 Star Sabers, so I might as well get 2 Deathsauruses. And those I both ordered at the same time. This guy, I'm just getting one of him. I mean, you could get I could get a second one and then flip it on the secondary market, but that's kind of a pain. So yeah, just one of these guys for me. Let's see, what else you guys got going on? Red Alert says, looks nice, but passing. Yeah, I get it. Looks more like a popsicle than a sword. Mercenary Terror says, Hasbro, give me a Kill Bison figure. None of that gold plastic, just orange Kill Bison. Not sure if that's going to happen. They did kind of that in the Combiner Wars. I don't know if they're going to, do that anytime in the near future. Iron Factory is doing one. I think I saw someone, just in the C4. Speaking of which, I need to order mine. I'm seeing a lot of people already getting those guys in, and I haven't even ordered mine. I'm trying to watch my money though, so I'm kind of torn. I really want to get in on that because I like Iron Factory. Not a fan of their samurai stuff, but I do like all their other normal stuff, which is what these guys are. I've got their Bruticus, I've got their DJD combiner, and I'm sure I'll like this one. But I just gotta watch the money. So. You think the RID Ultra Magnus can house deluxe cars? Yes, they did. I think they did say that on the stream that the that HasLab RID Ultra Magnus. I think they said like 3 or 4 deluxe class cars will actually do that. Just like the Studio Series 86 Commander class Magnus. Yes, indeed. Do I have Transformers Metroplex toys? Yes, indeed I do. I have one of them right back there. That's not the Metroplex you're probably talking about. You're probably talking about the Thrilling 30 Generations Metroplex. I do, but he's in the other room over there. I also happen to have the G1 Metroplex. It's also in the room over there. I got that G1 Metroplex, you know, a couple of years ago from a toy store where, but I did have him as a kid, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to pick it up. So, but I do have the G1 Metroplex. Red Alert helped me out with getting that one. You have your eye on the Iron Factory Breakdown 2 versions of the car mode. Oh yeah, they've got the Stunticons too coming. I gotta look at that again because it looked to me like they're in the Samurai series kind of deal. But I think like what you're hinting at there, you have options that have it be like normal versus the Samurai or whatever. But at the same time, I did recently get the Magic Square Stunticons. So I think I'm set on them. I don't need to be getting multiples. As much as I like Iron Factory, I think I'll just stick with the Magic Square Stunticons. For Menasor, New Age for Devastator, Zeta for Superion. I've got Iron Factory for Bruticus. And as cool as like the Magic Square Bruticus looks, I'm cool with my Iron Factory. I doubt anybody else is going to do a DJD combiner. So obviously I'm sticking with Iron Factory for that one. There's still Legends class, you know, talking Legends class here, there's still Computron and Defensor and Abominus still to find to come out, so we'll see. Let's see. Do I have a 5-star Laser Optimus? I think I answered this already. I do, actually. Normal or huge tailpipes and graphics on that breakdown. Okay. Do I have a 5-star RC? No. Do not have 5-star Windblade either. I have 5-star Minerva. And Alita 1. Looking at Magic Square Onslaught for a while, then snapped back to reality and resisted because of the steep price. That was the other reason why I didn't want to go in on them, because they were a little pricey. And I mean, we're talking about Legends class figures, but the Legends class, they're starting to cost as much as the Masterpiece did not too long ago. And one of the reasons why the Legends were cool was because you get some really nice detailed, really nicely articulated, you know, figures for not too expensive of a price. I mean, they're more than the Hasbro mainline figures, but it's a little bit better quality, and the price is not too bad. But it's starting to get bad. You know, but I think that's just kind of inflation because Masterpiece costs are going up, the Legends costs are going up. But I mean, some of them are just, it's as much as the Masterpiece used to be, you know. So, did I see the Legends X Transbot Streetwise? Yes, I did, and I will not be getting that because X Transbots is dead to me. I will not get another X-Transbots figure. The whole X-Transbots Menasor deal just completely turned me off. Every X-Transbots figure I got, and I've got a number of them, so I'm talking from experience here. I got at least a dozen of them. You know, they've all been okay. They look good in bot mode, or they look good in alt mode. Transformation is always horrible. In some cases, they just fall apart. Like the X-Transbot Hoist, there's parts of him that just fall off because the pins don't stay in there. And the Wind Charger and Tailgate, I got them. I got them at TFCon a couple of years ago, and that was it was either them or the Stunticon that really ended it for me, because they're just almost impossible to transform. And it's just after the Stunticons, and the Menasor looks good. All the individual bots look good. That Menasor looks good. The trailer transformation is horrible. The transformation on some of the other bots is pretty bad. And that Menasor will not stand up to save his life. And after that, they're just too expensive. And I just said, you know what? I don't care what character they put out. I don't care how good it looks. I'm not spending another penny on X-Transbots. But hey, you know, if anybody else wants to, then that's fine. That's cool. What if they come out with a hot rod? I may break my rule there, depending, but probably not, because there's been plenty of other masterpiece type of hot rods that are out that I did not go in on, because I do already have it was Hasbro, I think, the original. Or the first masterpiece hot rod, I got it from Toys R Us. It was released in Hasbro packaging, and then I also did get the Hot Rodimus one. So I do have masterpiece hot rods. So I do not need any kind of third-party masterpiece hot rods. So even if they did, then yeah, I probably won't do it. Red Alert said, "Yeah, go to my single X-Transbots figure." Yeah, it's your fault. You know, because of that breakdown, I decided to get one of those too, and then I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm in on Menasor, and it's so because of that, so it's all your fault that I got stuck with that darn Menasor. I'm kidding, it's not, but kinda. you got a little bit of it. Let's see, what else do we got? What do I think is going to be the next wave of legacy figures? Man, they could do anything. The legacy, the way they're going now, it could be anything. I mean, what did we see from the last wave? We saw Rescue Bots, we saw Prime Universe, we saw Rock Lords, we saw Cyberverse, Animated, Beast Wars. I mean, they're hitting everything. We've got it's the 40th anniversary of Transformers, and they're celebrating every version of Transformers. We got the RID and the HasLab. We've had Prime. We've had Robots in Disguise. Rescue Bots. We've had Animated. We got Prime. We got Rock Lords, which is not really Transformers, but they did buy the Rock Lords. So I would expect, we've had Armada recently. So I was going to get to that. Red Alert said one's already leaked. There's one of the new Rock Lords. It's a helicopter. It's a Heliroctor. Does that work? Heliroctor? No, that's dumb. But yeah, so that's one that's going to be in the next wave almost certainly. There was a post out there, whether it's true or not, of a Chromia that Genesis C4. I think it's real, not just a custom. It's based off of the animated Prowl mold. The reason I think it's real and not a custom is because it does not look painted, or it's just a really good paint job. But even if it was, Prowl doesn't have clear red plastic, and that Chromia that they showed off has clear red plastic. So either they did a real amazing thing to turn pretty dark, clear, smoky black plastic into pretty transparent, clear red, or that's a completely different piece molded in transparent red, and that it's actually a real Chromia. I think it's a real Chromia. So, and Jessen C4 is saying Chromia also, to add to that, was on a few leaked listings. So there you go. Oh yeah, JT Prime over there is on one of the forums. I don't even really look on the forums. I just look and see what people post over to Facebook or whatever, or I listen, or I watch Deluxe's videos, his news videos or whatever. But yeah, so there's always leaked listings. But honestly, you know, even beyond the leaked listing, that's where you can truly speculate. It could be anything. I mean, it literally could be anything from any continuity. I would not be surprised to see that Armada Starscream figure be released with his what they call it, the super mode, I think, where he changed. He's blue with red. Actually, you know, the Thrilling 30 Starscream, Armada Starscream. I said I wasn't getting the Legacy one, but now after watching the show, I might actually go find that Legacy one. If I find if I find it at Ross or something for a discount, I'll probably pick up that Starscream. But I have the Thrilling 30 one. I also got the Takara. Takara did the blue one. So I went ahead and got that. I was like, hey, yeah, that can stand in as my Thundercracker. But no, that's actually the upgraded version. Tidal Wave on his package, it shows that he links with Galvatron. So they showed that Armada Megatron. So we're going to be seeing a re-release of him in the Galvatron colors. So I think you're going to be seeing that. And oh goodness, we're lagging again. I knew I should have restarted my computer. But whenever I have my computer going too long without restarting, it tends to lag a lot. That's what we're doing tonight. Mercenary Terror is saying Magnus is a horrible figure if you like the fossilizers and weaponizers, but as a figure, he's good, great even. Well, I want you to say that to his face. Go ahead, say it to his face. Magnus, Mercenary Terror has something he wants to tell you. No, I'm kidding. I agree. He doesn't work that great as a weaponizer or whatever, because it's not quite the same thing. And honestly, I don't think anybody's getting these guys to be fossilizers or weaponizers or rockalizers. They're getting them because they're like rock lords, or they're passing on them because they're rock lords. So, you want to know what else is going to be coming? I would be surprised. I would be very surprised if you don't see another version of this guy come out in different colors. Maybe with remolded parts. I'd be very surprised if you don't see another version of Magnus come out with different colors or different parts. Just trying to get him back together. Instead of having his little weapon thing. So yeah, we'll definitely be getting more of these little rock guys. I wouldn't mind seeing more Junkions. I would, yeah. I mean, My Junkion shelf is overflowing already, as it is. But I wouldn't mind more of the Junkion, you know, Junkalizers. I don't know what they even call them. Did they even have a name? They're like weaponizer, the Junkion bots. I wouldn't mind getting more of them. Wouldn't mind more of these guys. Thanks for your support as a channel member, Red Alert. It always is. It definitely is appreciated. So I mean, this is the third one of these guys, third different version of the Studio Series 86 Junkion. So I wouldn't be surprised to see more of these guys coming out. And then on top of that, I got the non-F upgrade for an extra Wreck-Gar I had gotten. So I actually have 4 Studio Series 86 Junkions. One of them is a Wreck-Gar that had that had an upgrade kit, and it just occurred to me that I could actually use this leftover Wreck-Gar head for wasn't it in one of the last runs of IDW? Detritus, I think, was wearing Wreck-Gar's disembodied head on a chain around his neck or something. It just occurred to me I could probably do that with this head. He's just been kind of sitting there ever since I did that modification, just sitting there on my desk behind my Stream Deck. So we're lagged again. So annoying. So anyway, so it's kind of funny that last week I was sitting there saying, I am not going to chase this guy down, Medics, who is just kind of, you know, floating there because we're lagged. I'm actually even lagged in my streaming software, not just the web. My whole computer is frozen. What is going on? We might be ending the stream earlier than I thought. Can you guys even hear me still? And honestly, if my whole computer's frozen, I wouldn't even see your comments come up. Well, no, not the whole thing is frozen, but I mean, a lot of these windows seem to be frozen. All right, now my cursor is frozen. Oh my goodness. No idea what's going on. Medics, you broke the stream. Oh no. I think we might be done. Okay, so apparently we're still live for some reason. Sorry for the long delay. My computer completely crashed on me, so
Okay,
the
so apparently we're still
stream,
live for some reason. Sorry for the long
and
delay.
I actually
My
have this open
computer.
on my phone, so clearly we're actually streaming again. So anyway, if you're still here, have a good night. Sorry about all that, but yeah, stream's over. I'm engineer. Always keep rolling, my friends, and watch out for Kremsleek. See you next time.